Okay. Now here, please remember that. First of all, they use radiation to heat up the food, right? Sabrina, you follow me? Right? Lily, you follow me?
Yeah.
Secondly, what happened then? When they heat up the food, what happened? The food may spill out everywhere. Let's say today you heat up the food, right? And the food may spill out inside the microwave, okay? Think logically, okay? So tomorrow or next week, you heat up another kind of food. What do you think about the food that spill around the microwave? Sabrina, what do you think? You understand the logic now? Sabrina, you follow that? Oh, Lily, you follow that logic, Lily?
Yeah.
So the food that you spill inside the microwave today, okay? Or let's say last week, okay? Now you hit different, you warm up different food. And what you think about the food that's spilled around the microwave that's have not been cleaned yet? What happened then, Lily?
First thing I would expect is my mom to be mad at me. First thing I would expect is that my parents would be yelling and tell me to clean it up.
No. I don't talk about cleaning up. If you forget to clean up, and what you think about the food that spilled in, that's out inside the microwave last week or yesterday and so forth, what happened to the food that you're heating up now?
It gets wasted?
No, that's not what I'm talking about. Sabrina, you got my point now, Sabrina?
So are you saying that what happens to food if it gets dropped in the microwave?
Yesterday, last week, and so forth. How those kind of food, all kinds of food that's spill out inside your microwave affect to your food that you warm up now?
A lot of bacteria and bad chemicals get on top of your food.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about, right? Brand, you understand now? You understand now, Johnson? You understand now? Yeah, it's quick.
But Ty, can't you just clean it?
You can clean. That's why you can keep it clean. That's better. But can you keep clean every time, every day?
I mean, I doubt that I will clean it every single day, but like
that's why some particles, some leftover food that's still inside the microwave will get into your new food. That's why you get cancer. Or make sense? So it scare you, Johnson?
I'm gonna just make sure not to spill anything in the microwave.
You have to clean up. All right, that's all. Also, please remember that. All right. So otherwise, you have short life. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go back to our business today. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Victor, you follow what we talked about, Victor?
Yeah.
Then go ahead, Victor. Read for me, please.
Okay. Homage to the enlightened Buddha, perfect in wisdom and compassion. Homage to the noble Dhamma, the universal law the Buddha taught. Homage to the holy Sangha, the protectors of the noble Dhamma. To this triple gem I go for refuge. May the triple gem bless and protect me and my loved ones tonight. May we be free from harm and danger. May we overcome our difficulties. May we always meet with success. May we be blessed with good health, strength, peace, and happiness. May my parents, brothers and sisters, teachers, friends, and relatives be well and happy.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Sabrina, please.
May they be free from harm and danger. If they are faced with harm and danger, I wish that they overcome their anxieties quickly. If they are faced with ill health, I wish that they regain good health soon. May the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha bless and protect them. Protect me and my loved ones tonight, O blessed one. Keep us away from harm and danger. Let our sleep be peaceful so that we awake in the morning refreshed in body and mind.
Okay, Queen, please.
If I have strayed from the true path, may I never do so again. If I have carelessly hurt someone today, By word or deed, may I be more mindful the next time. O Buddha, the Enlightened One, help me to set my heart right. May my actions reflect your love and compassion. I shall strive to cleanse my heart from hate and envy and live in harmony with all people. I shall be close to Dharma in good as well as in difficult times.
Okay, your brand, please.
I know that should the moment come for me to leave the world, I shall do so without fear or regret, because I leave the world a better person than when I came into it. Whatever wrong someone may do to me, may I be compassionate and forgive and bear no hatred in my heart. I shall bear in mind to be grateful for the acts of love and consideration shown to me, no matter how small they appear to be. For those I love and those who love me, may this life be a blessing and a source of happiness to all beings.
Okay, Lily, please.
I would like to share the merits I have gathered today as well as in the past with the Devas. May they rejoice in these merits and keep an eye on me and my loved ones. I would also like to transfer these merits to my departed relatives and friends. Wherever they are, may they be free from suffering and happy. Be happy.
Okay, good. Thank you. Oh, where is Harley, Lily?
I'm pretty sure she's getting ready to go to Jewel, but she's supposed to be here, and then after I'm gonna go with her.
Okay. You come to Chùa
Yeah, I'm coming today too.
with your mom?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Johnson.
Every day, Savasti went into the forest to visit Siddhartha. When he was able to cut 2 bundles of grass by midday, he had lunch with Siddhartha. But as the dry season continued and fresh grass became more and more scarce, it was often late afternoon before he could visit his friend and teacher. Sometimes when Savasti arrived, Siddhartha was sitting in meditation, and the boy sat silently for a brief moment and then left the forest, not wanting to disturb his teacher's meditation. Oh, keep going. Okay.
Yeah.
But when he found out Siddhartha walking slowly along the forest path, he joined him, sometimes sharing simple conversations. Savasti also met Sujata frequently in the forest. Every day, she brought Siddhartha a rice ball with one condiment, such as sesame salt, peanuts, or a bit of curry. She also brought him milk or rice porridge or rock candy. The children had many occasions to talk to each other at the edge of the forest while the buffalo grazed. Sometimes Suchita brought her friend Supriya, a young girl Savasti's age. Savasti wanted to bring his brothers and sisters to meet Siddhartha. He was also sure they could cross the river at its most shallow point without difficulty.
Okay, summarize what's about.
So Savasti, like after work, after he's finished with everything he's doing, he would go and meet Siddhartha in the forest. And sometimes when he goes and meets Siddhartha in the forest, Siddhartha would be meditating there, so he would go away and not wanting to bother him. And then sometimes Savasti would also walk with Siddhartha and have like little conversations with him. After that, they started talking about how there was this girl named Sujuta, and they would like talk. She would like talk with him and give him like foods and stuff.
Okay, Aaron, please. Turn on the cams, Aaron. Okay, Queen, please. Queen, can you read, please?
Sujata told Savasta how she first met Siddhartha several months earlier and how she had since brought him food every day around noon. It was on a full moon day. At her mother's request, she had put on a new pink sari and carried a platter of food to offer to the forest gods. There were cakes, milk, congee, and honey. The noon sun blazed as Sujata near the river. She saw a man lying unconscious on the road. She put down her platter and ran to him. He was barely breathing, and his eyes were tightly closed. His cheeks had the sunken look of someone who had not had food for a long time. From his long hair, tangled beard, and rag garment, Sujata knew he was a mountain ascetic who must have fainted from hunger. Without hesitating, she poured a cup of milk and eased it with the man's lips, spilling a few drops on them. At first he did not respond, but then his lips quivered and parted slightly. Sujata slowly poured milk into his mouth. He began to drink, and before long the cup was empty.
Okay, summarize what about?
Sujata got a request from her mother to bring food to the forest gods, but then while she was doing that, she saw a man lying unconscious, and he was like passed out, not passed out, but she gave him some milk.
What happened if you see someone pass out on the street? Can you help them out or run away from them?
I would help them out.
Really? But the stranger, you don't scare? You're not scared with the stranger?
I mean, they're passed out though. They won't do anything.
But what happened? Did they fake themselves?
I don't know.
So be careful, okay?
Okay.
Okay, Victor. Your sister there, Victor. Ask her if she can read.
Read this.
Yeah, go ahead. Ask her to read then.
Suja then sat along the river bank to see if the man would regain consciousness. So slowly, he sat up and opened his eyes, seeing Suja. He smiled. He pulled the end of the garment back up over his shoulder and folded in legs in a lotus position. He began to breathe first.
Okay, go ahead, Victor. You finish for her.
Shallowly and then more deeply, his sitting was stable and beautiful. Thinking that he must be a mountain god, Sujata joined her palms and began to prostrate herself before him, but the man motioned her to stop. Sujata sat up, and the man spoke to her in a soft voice. "Child, please pour me a little more milk." Happy to hear him.
You can start there. What happened then? Summarize for her. What's happened?
So Sujata was like sitting by a river bank. Then like she was meditating. And there was like a guy.
Sabrina, can you help them to summarize, please? Sabrina.
So I think pretty much Sujata was helping the man regain consciousness, and she helped feed him some milk. And slowly, once he, I think, regained a bit more strength, he sat up and got into, I think he started to get into like a meditating pose, and she thought that he must have been a mountain god, so she joined her palms to, I think, give I guess what it says, prostrate herself before him, and he told her not to and asked to pour a little more milk.
Why? But this he asked for milk. Why?
I think he was still thirsty.
Yeah. Go ahead, Aaron. Please, Aaron. Happy
to hear him speak, Sujata poured another cup and he drank it all. He felt how truly nourishing it was. Less than an hour before, he thought he was about to breathe his last. Now his eyes shone and he smiled gently. Sujata asked him how he had fainted on the road.
What happened then? What's summarize this
one? He felt relieved after he drank it because he was starving, or he needed food and water.
Mhm.
And he told him that he fainted on the road.
Okay. So, Brent, have you ever fast for a day, for 2 days, for 10 days before, or never?
No, I've never fasted before.
Anyone fasts before? How long, Sabrina?
I think I made it about a day or two before my dad was like, "You gotta eat." He didn't want me to continue this.
Why is that? Why did you decide to fast for that couple of days? What happened?
I had really bad insecurity about my weight, and I felt like
I
fasting.
see. Johnson, Lily, Megan, turn on the cam, please. Johnson, have you ever fast before?
Oh, I tried.
How long? 1 hour?
Man, I tried and I gotta wait for like a good 11 hours. And then my mom was like, hold up, did he eat anything today? And she just smacked some food on my face. So I had to eat it.
Oh, really? Lily, have you done that before, Lily?
No.
Never, even an hour?
No.
Really? Megan, turn on the cam, please. Megan, have you ever done any kind of fasting before?
Oh, I actually did fast for like a couple hours one time.
That's called fasting for a couple hours.
Yeah, like a couple of
Really?
hours.
But remember, this doesn't mean that's fasting. That's from the time that you have breakfast until the time that you have lunch. How long is in between? A couple hours, right? Is that called fasting? No, right? Uh-huh. Aaron, have you ever, Aaron, to trim down your fat?
Not really fasting.
What you
But
do?
I mean, I limited how much I ate.
Okay, Megan, Megan there, turn on the cam, please. Have you done that before, Megan?
I mean, not really, but there was this one time where I just didn't eat lunch
Okay.
or breakfast.
Yeah. Quyên, have you done that before, Quyên, for a couple hours, a few hours per day?
No.
Never in your life, right? Okay, so the next one, let's see here. Megan, read next, please, Megan. I have
Where
been.
do I start?
I have been.
I've been practicing meditation in the mountains. Harsh ascetic discipline has left my body weak, so today I decided to walk down to the village to beg for some food, but I lost all my strength getting there. Thanks to you, my life has been saved.
Okay, what's
They
about?
said,
No, that's okay. That's
oh,
about.
sorry. I think it might be about someone who has been meditating in the mountains, and they've been doing that for so long that they didn't eat, and when they tried to climb down the mountain to get food, they lost all their strength.
So who is that? You know?
No.
No, Siddhartha is mean the Buddha. Okay. All right, here. Let's see here. Okay, let me share with you this one. Okay. Let's see here. Lily, I need you to read this one, Lily. Are you there, Lily?
Yeah.
Okay, read for me. Selfishness mindset. Okay, with self-care mindset. Here, read the word.
Selfishness mindset. Only thinking about meeting my needs.
Give an example.
Like so for example, like I have food at home and I went out to buy food because I was hungry and I needed food. And so I get food, but I see a homeless person there and I only thought about my needs. So I was like, you know what? I don't care. It's my food. I need it. So I'm going to eat it.
Yeah, that's called selfishness, right? All right. Okay. Sabrina, next one here. This is the opposite side. Can you read that, please?
Thinking about how my needs fall in line with others while meeting my needs.
Give one example of that. Summarize for Victor, for the little one to understand what's about. First, and give example for them.
Me?
Yes.
So you want, let's see, you want this specific kind of food and you see your friends, so you also get them food that they want.
Yeah. So how about thinking about meeting my need only? What's the difference?
Meeting your own needs, that's only for yourself, but if you care for others also, then you're also getting things for them and yourself, of course.
What happens if you have the whole pizza and you keep for yourself instead of sharing with Victor and his sister? What happened?
Could you repeat that? I'm sorry, something.
If your parents buy a whole pizza for you, right? And you don't want to share with them, you don't want to share with Victor and his sister, what happened to your pizza?
What happens to the pizza?
And what happened with your health when you only want to keep that pizza for you? What happened?
That's a lot of calories and a lot of food you probably cannot handle. Probably, I think since pizza is also oily, in a medical term, it's not safe for you because you can get a heart attack with too much
cheese.
I don't know specifically medically, but it's really not good for you.
Okay. Megan, suppose that your parents bought the whole pizza for you and you just want to consume all, not to share with the friend. What do you think about the pizza? Megan, has happened to you
First of all,
before?
no, because I can't eat that much.
Okay. But what happened if you have only one piece of pizza? Would you share with him or forget him?
I would share it,
Oh, really?
but if he starts to eat more than half, then I'm gonna eat the whole thing.
Oh, really? Brian, you share with her? Or she's supposed to share with you only? Brian, what do you think?
Well, I honestly don't think she will share because it's only one slice of pizza. But that's just what I'm saying. I don't think she's gonna share.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so.
For sure? Is that true, Megan?
For sure. She's probably gonna say, no, that's not true. But I completely know it's not gonna be true.
Okay. Read for me the next one. Loving here. The next one, Brand.
Loving and appreciating others mainly for what they can do for me while thinking I am the most important person in the world.
Give one example of this.
Well, basically, imagine you're just like imagine you're like a greedy kid and you really the love and appreciation from your parents are there, but you only care about yourself.
Give one example.
I just did.
No, give one example.
You're a greedy kid, and there's a lot of love and appreciation from your parents, but you think you're the most important person in the world.
So basically, so okay, Lily, you understand this?
Yeah.
What's mean? Can you explain what's mean?
Like the difference between them two?
No, this one here. What does it mean?
Oh, so it says loving and appreciating others mainly for what they can do for me while thinking okay. So like people like It basically means how like people are like saying like they could do things for you and stuff, and then like they do things for you, you feel like you're so special and everything just because they did something for you when you should be returning what they're doing.
What happened? You think, oh, I'm princess. I'm the only princess at home. What happened then? And your sister and whoever in the family would need to serve you, need to take care of you. Is that good? Really?
Oh,
Why
no.
not?
Because if I thought I was a princess and the person who's serving me is sick, then I would get mad. But like otherwise, like if they're sick, I should be returning the favor.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, Johnson, read this one for me, Johnson. Turn on the camera, please, Johnson and Aaron. Read this one. This one here.
Are you talking to me, Ty?
Yes, read this one for me.
Okay. Loving and appreciating others for who they are, while knowing that I am the most important person in my world.
What's mean?
It means that you love and you care for others, but most importantly, you know that you are important as well.
Okay, what's the difference between these two? What is the difference?
Hold on.
What's the difference?
Oh, okay. Because the difference with that one is like he thinks he's or she thinks like they're the only like important person. Yeah, while this person's like, yeah, I care and love for these people and I know I'm important to myself as well, but so, like I'm not more important than everybody else.
So this one, let's say you are the king at home, right? Everyone serve you, right?
Yeah.
And this one, what? Yes, you need to recognize and help others, but of course you need to take care of yourself, right? Ken, turn on the camera, Ken. Aaron, read this one for me, Aaron.
Needing people to act a certain way, so I feel good. Expecting people to act how I think they should.
Okay, give one example.
It's like you're being ignorant and demanding, and you're not like being aware of others. You're just thinking of how others should treat you.
And what happened? Let's say Aaron, when Johnson come, right? When you ask Johnson to wash your shoe to let him feel good, right? Is that right?
No.
Right? Yeah, Aaron, when you ask him to wash your shoe for you, right? It should feel good, right? And you expect that Johnson, we need to serve you. Is that right?
No, it's not.
That's
right.
what we call selfishness, right? Okay, so let's see here. Sabrina, read this one for me, please. The next one here.
Accepting people for who they are because I know I can always make myself feel good.
Give one example. You understand that? What's mean? What's mean? Accepting people who they are, right? You accept the parents, you accept the teacher who they are, right?
Yeah.
And do you need to wait for your parents to make you to feel good, or you're not important? You understand that?
Yeah.
Can your parents make you to feel good all the times?
No.
Sabrina, can your parents and whoever, your best friends, make you feel good all the times?
No.
Why not?
Because they might have their own problems.
Yeah, they have their own view, they have their own problems. You cannot expect them to make you happy. All right, here, let me show you the next one. This one here, this one is so important. All right, what to call 7 pillars of self-care. Now, Let me okay. Go ahead, Ken. Read this one for me. What's mean the number one? Read for me this one. What's mean? And explain for me what's mean.
Knowledge and health literacy.
What's mean? Why? Why you need to have to take care of yourself so that you can have knowledge. You have information about your health. Why is so important for self care? Why is that?
Uh,
Why? Why is that? Why you need to have the more knowledge? Why you need to go to school? Why?
because I think because like you gotta know how to take care of yourself too.
What happened if you don't have much knowledge? What happened if you don't know much about healthcare? What happened then?
You probably wouldn't be in a good place.
All right, Johnson, tell Ken about your microwave. Go ahead, tell them. What
My
happened?
microwave.
Yeah,
What
tell
about
him.
my microwave, Ty?
Tell him. We will talk about at the beginning. What happened?
Oh yeah.
It's a wood microwave.
So I made like a breakfast sandwich in my microwave to have like to eat before the Zoom call, and it's unhealthy to use the microwave because like it could make you sick and give you cancer in the future.
Give him one example. Why is that?
Because like if you let's say if before when you was making something else it spilled all over the microwave and then like you didn't clean it right, or if you did try to clean it but then like, every time you use it spills and it stays in the microwave, and then when you put something else in there to make the food or heat it up, it would like affect the food with all the bacteria, the dirtiness and all that stuff, and then when you eat it you get sick.
That's what they call health literacy, right? What happened with the poison, Aaron? The poison, tell them, explain to them what's mean, which kind of food that may be considered as the poison for your age, Aaron.
Like junk food.
For example, give them why is poison? Why is that?
Like soda.
Huh?
Because it has just pure sugar.
Yeah, Brent, you got that? You got that? What's mean? Explain to them. What's mean? When you consume them, of course, if a poison they would not sell, but and talk about in long term. Why so? It may have negative effect to your health about those kind of junk food that cheap and so forth. Why is that brand? Or Coke? Why is that brand?
The reason why junk food and soda would have a very bad long-term event.
Why?
Is because you could get diabetes, and it'll probably higher your blood pressure and blood sugar a bunch, so you could have a heart attack. You could have
that's why for self-care you need to understand your health. All right, understand. All right, Lily, what type of healthy food that's you may need to consume? What kind of healthy food?
Lettuce.
And opposite that, what type of unhealthy food that you need to stay away?
Really, really sweet chocolate.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what they call the health literacy, right? All right, go ahead, Queen. Read this one next for me. Mental wellness. Give one example of mental wellness, well-being. Sorry, Queen. You understand that?
Not that much.
Okay, I need you have Sabrina explain to them what's mental wellness, well-being. Sabrina, give one example.
Mental wellness?
Yes, what's it about? Give an example.
I guess keeping yourself positive.
Yeah, thank you. That's the point. All right. Keep your mind positive. Keep your mind optimistic. Why is that? What happened if you keep your mind in negative way? What happened if you have pessimistic about your life and so forth? What happened, Sabrina?
If you have yourself negative.
What happened if you stuck with your mind with the negative thought? What happened then?
Personally, if you keep having negative thoughts, it distracts you from what you really need to get done. You'll be more distracted, you'll be more distraught, you'll be more nervous throughout the day that you can't really focus on one thing.
So here, let's say if you say, oh, I'm bad, I'm ugly, and so forth and so forth. What happened with those kind of thoughts, Sabrina?
The more you keep thinking about those negative thoughts, the more and more one day you're gonna just make a really bad choice and it's not gonna end out well for you.
It's happened to some of the youth, right? Happened, you see, right, Sabrina, right? Have you seen that? Have you met those type of children or those type of youth who have that type of negative thought about themselves? You have that? Give an example. You don't need to tell them their names. Give an example. What happened to them?
I mean, I don't know them exactly, but some people who feel different about their bodies want to get plastic surgery, and that itself is a lot of risk to take, especially with the plastic they're going to be having in their bodies. That's one day something bad can go wrong. I think there's this one person who had like a boob uplift surgery, I think. She had plastic and one day it exploded and it was bad for her.
Okay, Lily, you have any kind of friends like that? They have the negative thought about themselves, they want to harm themselves and so forth. You have that kind of friends before, Lily?
Yeah.
What happened? How could you help them now then?
Well, most of the time they usually figure out themselves, but otherwise, like I'll usually comfort them and like try to understand them instead of like, start making it about myself.
But what happened if they keep thinking about those negative things? What happened? They cannot get out of their mind. They feel depression. They feel all kind of depression and so forth. What happened? How can you help them out?
Usually, first thing I would do is recommend them for therapy because like I wouldn't like be a professional type of thing if it gets like really bad. But otherwise, like I wouldn't like I would try to help them feel more comfortable in our environment and like make everything so much worse for them.
Johnson, you have that kind of friends before? What happened? They down, they feel depressed. How could you lift them up? How could you help them out of that state of mind?
How could I help? Well, being there for them is the number one thing, right? Yeah. Being there for them when they really need you. Also, talk to them, ask them what's wrong, and try your best to fix it. If you can't find any other way to help them, of course, don't stop. All right, because never stop helping them. All right, always keep trying. Find other people for them to talk to. Find other things for them to do. But yeah, the number one thing is to be there for them and to not stop trying, even if they don't want your help, because like that shows that you care, and it also shows to them that you care for them as well. So.
Aaron, what happened if Johnson fell down today? What should you do? How could you do to lift his spirit up for me? What should you do?
I would
give him a chocolate.
If Johnson if Johnson was feeling down, I would
how could you cheer him up?
I just talk to him because I don't know, our conversations are already pretty comedic at times, and we laugh at times, and then his spirits would be risen.
Megan, what happened if Brand fell down today? How could you cheer him up? It's happened to you before, Megan? Or what? Megan?
I mean, I wouldn't really know what to do.
You don't know what to do. Brand, if it's happened to Megan, How could you cheer him up? How could you lift up her spirit?
Uh,
How? Give her the chocolate?
we don't really have a lot of chocolate in our house.
Really? A piece of candy? A gum?
No, it doesn't really work that way.
How? How does it work out?
Yeah.
How? Remember, that is called mental well-being, right? How? How you cheer her up? How could you lift her spirit up? How? Ken, turn on the cam, Ken. If your brothers, if your cousin have that kind of problems, how could you help them out? Ken, turn on the cam, please, Ken.
Just talk to them.
How? How could you talk to them? How could you talk them out of those kind of negative thoughts? How?
I'll just basically tell them like what happened or what made him feel like that, made them feel like that. And I'll just usually try to tell them that they should find a way to get busy, because like I figured out that if you keep yourself busy, you won't be able to think about it.
This happened to you before? This happened to them before?
Happened today? No.
No, before.
Before? Yeah.
So you were successful to talk them out?
Yeah.
Good. So Sabrina, what happened with Victor and her sister? If they feel down, if we feel depressed, and so forth, how could you talk them out for me?
They're never like that, so I wouldn't know how.
Really? They never have this kind of problem? That's good then. Yeah. Victor,
Haven't reached that.
Yeah, go ahead, Johnson. What happened, Johnson? This happened to your sister? Your bro?
Man, this is like the most easiest thing. Like if you're a big bro, like this is like your most easiest thing, bro. One thing you could do is to give them a big hug. I promise you that works. That works so much to everybody. No, when someone is in like a really sad mood and you're the big brother, bro, I'm telling you, like once you give them that hug, even if they think it's cringy, even if they think it's embarrassing, that hug is gonna help so much. It's that big snuggly hug from your big brother, and everybody loves that, and it's gonna work. Yeah, it works every time for my little brother and my little sister.
It's work for Aaron. You did this.
Yeah, it works for Aaron. Ty, I hug him all the time.
Okay. Okay. All right. Victor, do you think Johnson advice is good if somehow your sister feel down and you hug her is better for her? Victor?
Yeah.
You hug her before?
Sometimes.
Really? And it is helpful?
Yeah. You can say.
Brand, you hug Megan before if she feel down, but in the way that Johnson say, you hug Megan to cool her down before?
I mean, I've done it. Like I don't remember the last time I did it, but I've done it a lot before. But
Not now.
I don't remember the last time I did it.
Really? Okay, Lily, would you do it for your sister if she feel down? Would you hug like the way that Johnson did this, right? Does work for you, Lily?
I don't know, because my sister, like, she's moody, so it's an on and off thing.
Oh, really? How about your friends, like Harley and whoever in the dance team with you? If they feel down, would you hug them or run away from them?
The obvious answer, like most obvious, would be hug them or like support them, because why would I run away from them? Like, doesn't make sense.
Okay, Ken, what do you think about Johnson idea? Is that good that you can apply to hug your brothers and cousins when they cry, that when they feel down, when they feel sad and so forth? Is work for you?
No.
Oh, really?
I mean, the reason the reason is usually because my cousins and my little brother are older. His siblings are a lot younger, so they probably would think differently.
Okay.
So they wanna. So yeah, my little brother and my cousins think it might be uncomfortable and weird, so that's why they didn't want me to hug them.
Quyên, so you are the only child at home. So what happened?
Yeah.
Quyên, so what happened if you feel down? Would you hug your mom to feel comfortably or what?
I distract myself by reading.
Reading?
Yeah, or watching some videos or a movie.
Okay, that's good then. All right, I need Sabrina. Can you summarize this story for me? Okay, Sabrina. Okay, are you ready, Sabrina?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the past, the Bodhisattva was born in Benares as a magnificent and powerful Boja thoroughbred horse. He was made king of horses and was given every honor and decoration. At that time, 7 rival kings laid siege to Benares from 7 directions. Each one sent a letter saying, "Give us your kingdom or prepare for war." The king of Benares assembled his ministers and sought their counsel. They advised him against war because they were so heavily outnumbered. From the back of the room, a warrior spoke out. "If I had the Boja thoroughbred, I could defeat any of the kings of Jambudipa, including these 7. The horse was brought out and clad in impenetrable armor. Hearing the warrior's instructions, he charged an enemy king's line. As he reached the line, the great horse leaped over the entire army and landed right in front of the enemy king. The enemy king was paralyzed with fear, and the soldiers were confused with what they had witnessed. The warrior reached down, grabbed the enemy king, and threw him face down behind him on the great horse. The powerful Boja thoroughbred turned around and charged back towards the gate of Benares. When he reached the enemy lines, he jumped over them and charged towards the city gates with ease. The Boja thoroughbred and the warrior broke through the 2nd army and brought back its king, and then the 3rd king, and then the 4th king, and then the 5th king. In the warrior's attempt to capture the 6th king, the brave warhorse was injured. He managed to return with the 6th king, but he collapsed after delivering his captive to the palace. The warrior knew that there was only one king left to capture, but since the Boja warhorse was injured, he began making new plans. He began to select a replacement horse for his final endeavor. The Boja thoroughbred took one look at the replacement horses and knew that none of them could do what he had accomplished. Lying on the floor, the injured Boja thoroughbred said to his warrior, "Choose not another, for there is none that can do what I can. I will not let the work we have done be for naught. Help me up and arm me." With tears in his eyes, the warrior helped the bleeding horse stand and geared him up. The wounded horse, with every last ounce of courage and effort, managed to break through the enemy lines and capture the last king.
Even the king of Benares came out to the city walls to witness this heroic feat. The Boja war horse brought the seventh king back and laid him at the king of Benares' feet. The king of Benares was speechless. He had never seen such bravery and willpower. The Boja war horse said to the king, "Do not slay these 7 kings, but make them take an oath of friendship and let them go. Credit the warrior and the warrior alone. A warrior who has captured 7 kings should not be overlooked. Be an honorable king. Ward your morals and be gracious. Rule with honesty and justice." The king took these words to heart. He bent down to help the dying horse remove his blood-soaked armor. As the last piece was removed, the great horse passed away. The king treated the horse's body with great respect and reverence. He held a dignified funeral for the hero. Seven enemy kings were freed, and they all took an oath of friendship and brotherhood, vowing to never attack each other. For the incredible feats he had accomplished, the warrior was given the honor that he deserved. The king reflected on the last words of wisdom from the Boja thoroughbred and took them to heart. He ruled with honesty and justice, and at the end of his life, he fared well, just as he deserved. What do you think the moral?
Okay, go ahead, Sabrina. What's about?
So I couldn't hear a few bits and pieces, but what I could put together, I think there was this war between these kings.
Mm-hmm.
And this one king had a warrior and his horse, and this one horse I think was like a bodhisattva, something, I can't pronounce it, but so the horse was then, I think, armored up to go to the enemy side to collect these 7 kings. And he captured 6 of them before he was very injured. And the warrior who was riding him tried to find a replacement as soon as possible because they needed the 7th king. But the horse knew that none of them was going to be able to do what he did. So he said one last time he was going to go and capture the 7th king because he didn't want everything that they have just accomplished to just fail altogether. So he then managed to capture the 7th king and brought them all to the king I think they were serving. And he asked the king to not kill the 7 kings, but to make friendship with them. He also asked him to, I think, rule with justice and honesty and not to do anything bad. And he then passed away soon after.
What you learn from this story then? What's the moral? Friend, tell them. Sorry, go ahead, friend. Tell them what's the moral of this story, friend.
The moral of the story?
Yes.
I mean, I'm guessing the moral of the story is like, it's like never give up on what you're doing.
Courage, right? That's the title there, right? All right, so come back here. I want to stop early today because I have something to do. So please remember about the mental well-being. Aaron, when Johnson sad, what should you do for him, Johnson? Aaron, Johnson, turn on the camera, Johnson. Aaron, when Johnson feel down, he feel bad, what should you do first thing, what the person you should do for him, Aaron? Aaron, are you there? Oh, his computer froze, right? So, all right. So, Victor, when your sister feel bad, when your sister feels sad, what should you do? The first thing, what should you do, Victor?
Talk to her and cheer her up, maybe give her a hug.
Johnson, so Aaron, you know my question. What happened one day? Johnson go to the temple and he feels sad and so forth. What should you do for him, Aaron?
Give him food.
That's all.
And then, first, I'll ask him, like, why he's sad.
That's all.
And then, doesn't matter what he say, I'll bring him to the basement and give him milk and food.
Really? So you
Yeah,
treat him like the baby to give him the milk to drink, like the baby?
Milk is, I mean, if someone gave me milk, I'll be happy.
Okay. So that's what we call mental wellness for ourselves and others. Please, okay, Ken, tell them one more time. You're not supposed to think in the negative way. You're not supposed to think about things that you may need to harm yourself and so forth. Why is that, Ken?
Because then you don't actually do it.
Speak up. Why is that?
Because then you don't actually do it, and you're not as negative around people.
Yeah. Okay, Lily. One more times. Why you're not supposed to think anything that you may harm yourself? Why is that? Any negative thought about yourself? Why is that, Lily? Lily, are you there? About Queen, why is that, Queen? Why is it unhealthy to think in a negative way, Queen? Why?
You can stay negative for your whole life, which can change your personality.
No, I mean that. Why is that? Okay, Brent, explain to them why one more time. Why you're not supposed to think in a negative way about yourself and whoever. Why is that?
The reason why you don't want to think negative about yourself and to like just yourself is because it'll be harder to do things just in general. Like you'll have basically no energy at all to do anything, and it'll just basically you can't do really anything. Like just imagine you're doing stuff for school and like you can't really study or stuff. Honestly, you can't do anything.
Okay.
You're doing
So Megan, how could you remind Brian about this if this happened to him? Megan, you know how? Okay, Johnson, how could you remind Aaron for me? How?
How could I remind Aaron?
How?
Always be supportive. Always be supportive. Tell him that he's good at everything. He's good. He can do this, right? Always be by his side type stuff,
Okay.
Call him every day. Remind him. I do that every time, Ty. I call him every day. Remind him.
So you check on him every day, right?
Yeah, I check on him every day. He's like my little brother, Ty.
Oh, really? Aaron, you check on Johnson every day or no? A one-way street. Let Johnson check on you. You don't check on him.
The thing about Johnson is that he tells lies.
Really, Johnson?
Ty, I'm not lying. He's lying.
No, like when of course
right.
he calls and all, but like every time he talks to me, he gives fake praise.
Oh, none of those praises are fake, Aaron.
Really? Okay, that's
Nah,
good.
he considers them fake, but I don't tell fake lies.
Oh, you have to appreciate that, okay, Aaron? Right, that's good to pray each other, right? Instead of
Yeah,
putting
appreciate
out.
it, Aaron.
But there's a limit to it because he says it to the point where it's not even true.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Give one example.
Nah. Oh wow. Okay.
Johnson, give one
Johnson has many examples.
No. So
Maybe many
so
times
Ty,
they
I
say a
think
lot
you.
about me.
Okay, be quiet. Ty, I think you know that Aaron is trying to make it into Emmanuel, right?
Mhm.
Yes, and he has no self-confidence that he's gonna make it into Emmanuel. But I know that he's smart, and I've been telling him that don't worry, you're gonna make it into Emmanuel. He doesn't believe me. He said every time if you keep saying it, then I'm not gonna make it. Like
that's why, Aaron, you have a good body then, okay? Aaron, you trust yourself, okay? Believe in yourself, and you have good body there to encourage you. All right, let's
he
finish
also said he isn't good looking, and
Okay.
I be telling him that he's always good looking. Like, bro,
Mhm. All right, that's good then. You see, Aaron, you need to appreciate what Johnson says. He cheer you up, all right? All right, so that's what we call mental well-being, okay? Think positively. All right, go ahead. Let's see here. Brand, do number one for me, please. Brand. Armageddon.
To the Buddha I return and rely, vowing that all living beings understand the great way profoundly and bring forth the Bodhi mind.
Right, thank you. Quyên, can you do second one, please? Quyên. Quyên. Go ahead, Aaron. Number two, please. Aaron.
To the Dharma I return and rely, vowing that all living beings deeply enter the sutra treasury and have wisdom like the sea.
Thank you. Sabrina, can you do number three, please? Sabrina.
I kind of can't right now. I can't see.
Oh, you cannot see?
Not right now. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Megan, can you do for me, Megan? Number three.
No.
Oh, really? Victor, can you do that? Number three, Victor.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Victor.
To the Sangha I return and rely, vowing that all living beings form together a great assembly, one and all in harmony.
Right, thank you. All right, go ahead. Lily, can you say may I please, Lily?
Oh, I'm leaving right now to go to Jewel.
Oh, okay. All right, Megan, can you do may I, Megan?
May I have a good night?
may I have a good night.
May I have a good night.
May I be compassionate?
May I be
Compassionate.
And may I have good grades.
And may I have good grades.
Okay, Ken, male parents, please, Ken.
May parents be safe.
May our parents be safe.
May our parents be healthy.
May our parents be healthy.
Parents be healthy.
Parents respect each other.
May our parents respect each other.
Okay, let's see. Johnson, may or night, please.
May our night be peaceful.
May our
May our
night
night
be
be
peaceful.
peaceful.
May our night be fun.
May our
May our
night
night
be
be
fun.
fun.
And may our night give us a good night's sleep.
May our night give us a good night's sleep.
All right, good. Thank you. So see you then. Good night. Thank you. See you then.